All right, so we're diving deep today, and you guys picked a good one. It's Hoffenheim versus Tottenham, UEFA Europa League.
Pretty interesting matchup here.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
got Hoffenheim, a German team trying to, I don't know, salvage their season maybe. And Tottenham, huge Premier League club, not doing so hot in their league, but still favored to win this whole thing. What do you think?
Yeah, it's kind of like, two teams at a crossroads, but for like totally different reasons.
Yeah.
And I guess the stakes are pretty high, right? I mean, this is like the second to last round of group stages, and Hoffenheim really needs some points if they want to stay in it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's start with Hoffenheim. I mean, it's been a kind of a roller coaster season for them, hasn't it?
Oh, totally. Yeah. 9 games without a win. I mean, that's tough for any team to deal with.
Yeah.
But, they finally broke that streak. They beat Holstein Kiel 3-1. And their new manager, he called it liberating. And I can see why, it gets them out of the relegation zone in the Bundesliga. Gives them a little bit of momentum going forward.
Yeah, they need that, especially with this Europa League match coming up.
Totally.
It's super important, right? I was reading that all their points this season in the Europa League, they got at home.
Right.
So this Tottenham game, I mean, it's basically a must-win.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. But they've actually never gotten a single point against an English team, like ever.
Oh, wow.
They played 4 times, 4 losses.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you think like that's going to weigh on them, or will they look at this as a chance to kind of, change the story?
Oh, that's such a good question. I mean, I kind of think they're going to come in with some swagger after that big win against Kiel.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to feel good, and they're playing at home. So
Yeah.
that has to give them like a mental edge, right?
Yeah. True.
But
Yeah.
but we got to talk about Tottenham too. I mean, one win in their last 10 Premier League matches. That's a serious slump
Yeah.
for a team like that with their ambitions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird, right? Because in the Premier League they're a mess, but if you look at like, who's predicted to win the Europa League, they're still right up there with like Manchester United and Athletic Bilbao.
Yeah.
So, do you think they can like really just separate those two things?
I don't know. It just seems like there's so much pressure on their manager, Ange Postecoglou. I mean, maybe this competition, the Europa League, maybe it's like a nice distraction, but their away record in the Europa League, it's not exactly amazing.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, they've generally done pretty well on the road when they're the favorites. So
Mhm.
I think this match will be a real test of like their mindset, and their resilience.
Totally. Okay, so let's talk about players. Who are some of the guys you think like are gonna make a difference in this match?
Well, for Hoffenheim, keep an eye on Adam Hložek.
Okay.
He had 2 goals in their last game, including one in their last Europa League game. And for Tottenham, Richarlison, he just ended like a goal drought. And he also scored in his only appearance in the Europa League this season. So, both these players, they could be pretty crucial.
Okay, cool. All right, give me a stat that proves just how tough this is going to be for Hoffenheim.
Okay, so Hoffenheim, they've been scoreless in 7 of their last 8 losses.
Woof.
Yeah, it's rough. So, I mean, do you think they can, like, break out of that against Tottenham's defense, even though, Tottenham's having their own problems?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, Tottenham's defense hasn't exactly been their strong suit lately.
Yeah.
But Hoffenheim has got to find a way to like get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, for sure.
So here we are, right? Struggling Hoffenheim team, trying to hold on to hope, going up against a favored, but like you said, troubled Tottenham squad. Both teams really need a win here, but for completely different reasons. I mean, what's your prediction? Who do you think has the edge?
Honestly, I think it could go either way.
Yeah.
I mean, Hoffenheim has the home field advantage, and they have the momentum from the recent win. But Tottenham's got like a lot of talent, and they've got the experience, even if they're not playing their best right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one was like really close.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. There are so many possible storylines here. I mean, can Hoffenheim pull off the upset and like keep their European dreams alive?
Yeah.
Can Tottenham, put their Premier League struggles aside and just like dominate in the Europa League?
Right, right. I mean, one thing's for sure, though, this match is going to be like a super interesting clash of styles
Yeah.
and like different narratives for both teams.
Exactly. And it makes you wonder, like, what happens to these teams after this match, no matter what the result is? Will this be like a turning point, in their seasons? Or will they just like keep going on the path that they're already on?
Mm,
That's definitely something to think about, as you're watching the game.
for sure.
Awesome. Well, thanks for diving deep with me.
Yeah, anytime.
And we'll see you all next time.
See ya!